Hey guys, it's Serena. And in today's video, I'm going to be filming a skull, like a glitter pink diamond skull Halloween makeup tutorial. And it kind of may sound weird how I'm talking because I don't want the diamonds to like literally fall off of my mouth. But yeah, so I'm going to be showing you guys how I got this look, everything on my face. I will show you guys how I did and everything like that. My inspiration for this look was the fabulous and one and only Tina Halada. I absolutely loved her look from last year's Halloween. She did like a really pretty skull look, so I kind of did my spin on it with a little bit of like pinky kind of color and glitter and stuff. So a lot of my inspo was from her, so shout out to Tina. Make sure to follow her, all that shit. Follow her, follow her. This is my first Halloween. Somebody always calling me. Hello? Y'all, I don't understand why everybody wants to call me, but when I try to call somebody, nobody answers my shit. Like, I'm really tired of it. As I was saying, this is my first Halloween tutorial of 2018 and I'm super duper excited about it. So if you guys love my Halloween tutorial so far and you love this look and you want to see more, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below any requests you guys have for me. And before you guys leave this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel if you are not already, and also click that bell notification button to be notified every time I post. And yeah, without further ado, let's just get on started with this skull diamond glitter makeup Halloween tutorial. Hey y'all, so I already have one eye done because I wanted to get that one started. So I have a demo for y'all. So I'm going to be hopping into my Morphe 35B palette and I'm taking that light pink shade in the upper left hand corner and putting that all in my crease using a Morphe brush, just a Morphe blending brush. And this is kind of similar to my breast cancer awareness colors. So I'm kind of taking the same pink shades and just layering them and putting them in my crease and kind of making an angry face so it'll go on top of my brows, just like a sunken in eye look. I'm taking that next pinky mauve shade and I'm putting that in my crease. I'm layering basically all these pink shades on top of each other in the crease and then scrunching my eyebrows together and making an angry face so I can really get that shadow in the inner corners of my brows and nose to make a hollow effect. So just keep adding all the pink shades on top of each other and blending like so. This look does take a lot of work, y'all. This look literally took me 3 hours, so just bear with me. I'm going to be using a lot of products and there's a lot of detailed steps in this look, so if you guys need to pause it, rewind, fast forward, whatever the case may be, just try to follow along. Alright, then I'm putting some setting powder underneath my eyes because I'm about to add the black shade and I don't want to mess up my foundation or anything. So I'm just taking that black shade in the 35B on an ABH blending brush and I'm putting it in my crease. I'm starting off with a little bit just so I don't add too much to start out because then you can't really take it away. So just add a little bit at a time. Keep blending it in and do the same thing you did with the other pink shadows. Just make sure that the initial pink that you put down still shows throughout the black. You don't want to cover the entire pink with the black. So just keep adding black until you get it as dark as you would like, but just make sure that pink is still showing through the look. I'm taking the Colourpop eyeshadow in the shade XO and I'm just spraying my brush with some Milani setting spray and putting that on the center of my lid just to make my eyes pop. So just put that on the center. This is a really cute shadow. It kind of works better with your fingers, but I have long ass nails, so I just kind of patted it on with a brush and made sure it was wet so it could look its best. Alright, so then I'm taking my NYX Glitter Primer and I'm taking my NYX Black Glitter in the shade Gunmetal, I believe, and my Super Glitters Glitter in the shade Pinktastic, and I'm mixing the two together, kind of making a base for just the, you know, the glitter that I want to add later, like for the center of my lid. But just for a base, I'm putting on those two glitters, and then I'm taking that black shadow again from the 35B palette, and I'm just putting it on the outer edges of my shadow and on the top, just blending it in with the glitter so it doesn't have any harsh lines on the outside. Then I'm taking that Pinktastic glitter just alone from Super Glitters and putting it in the center of my lid just for a pop. Then I'm going back into that 35B palette and taking all those same pink shades in order that I just used on my top lid and putting them on my lower lash line, and just keep blending until you get like the deepness or darkness that you want. And then when you're adding the black, don't put too much because you don't want to look like you have a black eye necessarily, but you do want to add enough to where it's smoked out. So just keep adding that in the pink. I'm taking my NYX Gel Liner, this is the black shade, and I'm going to be putting it in my waterline just on an angled brush. You're going to want to put this on the waterline and then smudge a little bit on the lower lash line, and then take a blending brush and just blend it together with the pink. And you're just going to want to make sure that it's super dark down there, but it's still smoked out with the pink on the bottom of the black. And y'all, I have no idea why the eye I'm working on right now looks like it has a little blank patch on the side, like by the outer corner. Every time I try to blend shadow there, it never really wants to stick or like catch pigment at all. So I'm really sorry about that. I really tried to add as much black as I could on that patch, but it just would not go away. So you know what, let's just forget about it, move on, because the look is still fire. And I'm taking my Anastasia liquid lipstick in the shade Rio, and I'm putting it on just a spoolie. I'm just going to be combing my eyebrows through, making them hot pink. Then I'm just putting on some L'Oreal Telescopic mascara, and then I'm going to be applying some dodo lashes in the style D115. All right, so the eyes are done. Now moving on to the face portion. I'm just taking a small blending brush and putting a little bit of Wet n Wild concealer on there and kind of buffing out the center of my nose so it doesn't look too harsh or anything. So make sure you do that if you messed up a little bit with the shadow or went too heavy. Then I'm going back into that Morphe 35B palette, and I'm taking a small blending brush and starting to carve out my skeleton cheekbone. So you're just going to want to turn your head to the side and start carving out like you're doing your contour, but make it a really harsh contour. I would recommend starting out with the light pink. Don't go in with the black just yet, just in case you mess up. But I'm just starting out with that pink and drawing a line all the way down and curving it when it comes around my mouth and chin, and just blending it out so it doesn't look too harsh. It doesn't really matter if it's messy or not right now, because we are going to be cleaning it up later with foundation, so it doesn't really matter too much, but just make it as curved as you guys would like. Then I'm just going to be layering on the pink shade just like I did on my eyeshadow. So I'm taking that next hot pink shade in the palette and taking a fluffier BH Cosmetics kind of face brush. And I'm just putting it in the hollows of my cheeks. So every shade you're going to want to go up. So the first one I did was just the pink outline, and now the pink actually needs to be diffused on my cheekbones to look like actual cheekbones. So yeah, just make sure it looks sunken in, and you're going to want to blend out the outer edges and everything like that. Again, if it's messy, it doesn't matter because we're going to clean it anyway. But as long as you guys follow my lead, I don't know if you guys can like tell what I'm saying or trying to say, but you guys can see from the video, so just try to follow along. Then lastly, I'm just taking that black shade from the palette, and I'm going to take it on a small ABH blending brush, and you're going to want to put this shade at the bottom. This is the only one you're going to want to put at the bottom on top of that outline that you drew, because you're going to want to put the black where it's the deepest and most sunken in your cheekbones. So put that at the very bottom and then just start blending it. You can even take that other pink brush I would recommend that you used for the pinks initially and start blending the tops out. Just add as much black as you would like to make it deeper. The more black you add, the more depth that your cheekbones will have. So just keep going back in. Again, if it's messy, it's okay. Just keep blending until you get that most the intense part at the bottom of your cheekbones with the black. I'm just going back in to the 35B palette and just cleaning up, adding more black where it needs to be, blending out any edges and making it look a little bit more blended. Then I'm taking my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation, and I'm just going to be carving out my cheekbones with my Morphe brush. This is the Morphe M224 brush. So I'm just carving out my cheekbones and making sure that I round it out, making it very, very deep kind of looking. So round it out like on the side of your cheekbone and then go down and around your chin area. Then I'm just doing the same thing to the other side of my cheekbone, making sure I cut it out evenly, so I'm constantly looking at the other side of my cheek to make sure that it's even, and if it ends up not being even, I'll go back on the other side and fix it. So don't worry guys, it's not really that serious. You guys just have to cut it out and then just make sure that you're doing the same thing you're doing on one side to the other side. So if it looks uneven, just keep going back and fixing each side. Then I'm just blending it out with my Sigma F80 Kabuki brush. Y'all know I have a code. It will be on the screen. And then I'm just going to be setting it with some translucent powder so it does not budge. Now for the nose part, I'm going back into that gel liner from NYX Cosmetics, and I'm going to be taking a very small brush. This one is from Crown Brushes. I will have it down below, but I'm just going to be taking it and making a round kind of teardrop effect on my nose. And I'm not going to make a full teardrop. Don't connect the top. You're going to want to make two kind of like spiky lines. So I'm doing that, and then I'm going to be filling it in with a black eyeshadow. So make sure you always set any gel or liquids on your face just to make sure it doesn't budge throughout the night. Then I'm taking my Born This Way concealer from Too Faced. I'm going to be putting that on my lips as lipstick to blur out my lips so I can make the teeth. I'm taking my Girl Lactic Felt Tip eyeliner. I'm going to be drawing a straight line down the center of my mouth, and I didn't really like how this eye pencil turned out on my lips. I wanted to use a little bit more of a liquidy consistency, so I just switched to my NYX liquid liner. You guys know this is my fave, so I'm going to be using this on my lips and just making teeth. You guys do not have to make them perfect at all. Some people do teeth like really differently. It just depends on your preference, but I'm just making smaller lines as I go across my mouth. So in the center of my mouth, I went really long and like bigger teeth, and then through the outer sides of my mouth as I go further and further, I'm making them tinier. So just guys, do it how you would like to do it, or you guys can follow me. Whatever your preference is, just take your time with this part and try to make it as clean as you can. And then make sure you fill in the center of your mouth so it doesn't look blank. You guys can use black liquid lipstick or eyeliner. I'm lazy, so I use the liner. Then I'm going back into that 35B palette, and I'm just taking that pink shade, any hot pink shade that you used before. I'm just putting that in the center of my teeth and blotting it all around and blending it, making sure that my lips are fully dry with the liner so I don't, mess them up. But just putting that pink shadow on there so my teeth look pink. Then I'm taking my NYX Glitter Primer again and putting that on top of my lips, and then adding that Pinktastic glitter and that Gunmetal glitter from NYX, the little concoction I made earlier. I'm going to be setting that glitter liner that I put on my lips with the glitter concoction, just making sure my lips look nice and sparkly or whatever. Then for highlight, I'm taking my Wet n Wild highlighter in the shade Botanic Dreams. I'm going to be putting that on my cheekbones, my temples, and my chin. Now for the really fun part, I'm taking these little like diamond crystals I got from Michaels, and I'm just going to be putting them on my face. If you guys are going out for the night, like trick-or-treating or to a party, I would recommend using a better adhesive for your lips. I just use my NYX Glitter Primer to adhere them onto my lips because it's just a tutorial, but if you are going out somewhere, I would recommend like an actual glue for like lips made for Halloween makeup. So yeah. So I'm taking the bigger jewels and putting them in the center of my lips, and then for the smaller ones, I'm taking a little pack I also got from Michaels of smaller jewels that already had adhesive on them. Again, if you guys are going out, I would recommend using a lip adhesive for like FX makeup and stuff, but I'm just putting the smaller rhinestones on my smaller teeth and the bigger ones on my bigger teeth in the center. Then I'm just messing around with some more glitter, so I'm taking that same Pinktastic glitter that I used on my lid earlier in my lips, and I'm just adhering it with some NYX glitter glue and putting it on top of the highlight to make it a little bit more shiny. Then I'm just messing around and putting some more NYX primer on my forehead and putting some jewels on there. Whatever size you guys want to do. I went from largest to smallest, but do it however you would like. So I'm putting jewels on my forehead and temples, and then I didn't show it in the video, but I did end up putting some glitter on my brows, just using same NYX glitter primer and then putting the glitter on my brows. So yeah, and then I ended up putting a little bit of that XO shadow from Colourpop on my nose as a highlight. Then I ended up spraying my face with some Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray, and this look is done, sis. Alright guys, so this is the end of my skull diamond glitter Halloween makeup tutorial. Y'all, it is so hot in here. This look literally took me, let me tell you guys when I started. Right now it is 4:30. I started this look at 1:33. 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4. 3 hours! 3 hours! I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is my first time ever like recreating a skull type of look. So I hope you guys enjoyed it somewhat. Yeah. Again, I did take inspiration from Tina Halada. I absolutely loved her Halloween skull look from last year, so I kind of did my own spin on it with a more pinky, glittery type of feel, kind of more glam skull, if you would say. But yeah, a lot of my inspiration came from her, so shout out to Tina. I love you, girl. I love you. But yeah, if you guys would like to see more Halloween looks from me, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below any other ideas you guys have for me. If you guys do not already, be sure to follow me on all my social media sites. You guys know the drill. They will all be linked down below in the down bar and at the end card of this video. And before you guys leave, make sure to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and also click that bell notification button to be notified every time I post a video, sis. Every single time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I love you all so much, and I will see you guys in my next one. Alright, bye guys.